Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at Kimberley Caravans and Motorhomes in Nottingham and I'm here to review this. This is the Coachman Travel Master 565 and this is the new model for 2025 with the updated cream upholstery. So I'm really looking forward to getting in there and taking a closer look. Now the Travel Master was launched back in 2022 by Coachman and it's quite an impressive motorhome and it's certainly a big one. So what do we need to know about it? Well, it is a semi-integrated motorhome and it's based on Mercedes with the Alco chassis. In terms of the Mercedes part, it has the 2-litre diesel engine, 170 horsepower and automatic transmission. What you see on this one here today at Kimberley is priced at £127,000. In terms of its size, as I've already said, it is quite a big motorhome. It's 8 metres and 39 centimetres in length. It's 2 metres and 47 centimetres in width, so it's quite a wide one. And it's 2 metres and 98 centimetres in height. In terms of its weight, you are going to need your C1 category because it is 4,500 kilos or 4.5 tonnes gross vehicle weight, but you're going to get a fairly good payload of 700 kilos. Right, let's start at the front. So we have the white cab, the big Mercedes badge on the chrome grille, the Coachman name up on the front there, and the sunroof. Also up on that roof, you're going to get an air conditioning unit, a 140 watt solar panel, an aerial and Wi-Fi. So there's quite a lot going on that roof. Making our way down, we'll start on the offside first of all. So you will get the alloy wheels as standard, the side step, and obviously it is right-hand drive. When we open this up, you will find the cream leather cab. The seating does have heated seats for driver and passenger. We'll see more when we go inside. There's also blinds in the cab windows at the sides and at the front, and those are manually operated. Continuing down, we can see the graphics or the decals for this 2025 season, the broken green cracked tile effect, which I do like. There is an extractor fan up there, that's for the kitchen hob, the Travel Master name embossed here in the chrome, and the 565. There's actually 2 layouts on Travel Master, the 565 that we're going to see today and the 545. This one has the longitudinal or single beds and the 545 has the island bed. Next up we have our toilet cassette point and then the vent for the Alde heating. We're going to find Alde wet central heating and underfloor heating. Here we have our electric hookup point. And then we make our way to the garage. So the garage locks, they don't operate on the remote control like on the Imperial. You do have to do those manually. But we have a good sized garage here. So as we can see in there, good amount of headroom, nice deep garage, and you do have that heated through the Alde system on the pipes. Various storage lockers, there's also 2 plug sockets and a 12-volt socket. And in the boxes, you will get the original steel wheels as well. So if you wanted to put tyres on those so you've got a spare, you can do that. And there's also the carpets as well. And there's a nice light in there. Right, let's move around the back. You know, I like a nice back end, and here it is. Beautiful, big, solid, chunky back end. Up here, there is our rear view camera, the Coachman name, the high brake light as well. Then as we come down, the large Coachman badge, Travel Master again in the chrome, and the recognisable Travel Master smiley lights. I like how they upward turning there, but it is a really beautiful back end. Do like this one. Coming down the near side, so here we have the garage door on the near side, just so you can see the access into there. And then we make our way down and next we find our gas locker. So if you are going off grid or you do quite a bit of cooking on your hob, gas is going to be important. You can put 2 11 kilo gas cylinders in there, so plenty of room for the gas, particularly if you're off grid and want to use the Alde heating. We also have an external TV point, so if you're sat out here on this side, you've got a plug socket and you've also got your TV aerial, so you can watch telly out here. You can also charge gadgets, or you can plug in like a teppanyaki to cook outside, something like that. Above us, we have the wind out awning by Thule. That runs the full length down the motorhome, as we can see. You will also get an external gas barbecue point, again if you like to cook outdoors. The vents for the tower fridge and freezer. There's an extra awning light here, and this has a sensor on it as well, so you don't have to have it on all the time. You can set it on the sensor, so if someone comes onto your picture it'll come on, or if you return on a night time it'll come on as well. Habitation door obviously here on the near side for the UK market. I'll just open this up now so you can have a look, but we'll go in a minute. You will get the concertina blind, the chrome handle, and then moving down we have our water filling point here on the near side as well. You're going to get a 90 litre fresh water tank and an 87 litre grey waste. And then last but not least, we have the door into the passenger side of the cab, and then our nice big electrically operated wing mirrors. So that is the exterior of the Travelmaster 565. What we'll do next is dive inside. Inside the Travelmaster, so this offers 4 berths and 4 travel seats. We're going to start up here in the cab. So with the Mercedes you get a number of safety features. I won't go into all of those, but numerous safety features, and you also get the Mercedes Me app, so you can control a lot of the functions of the motorhome via an app, including locking the doors. And it also has a tracking device, but it's not Thatcham approved, so you'll still have to get a tracker for insurance purposes, but it's a really good app. Here we have the infotainment system. On there you're going to have a really good satellite navigation system. I've tried it myself on our Sportivo, and the rear view camera is going to come through there. You'll also have air conditioning in the cab, and the grey waste is electrically dumped from up here in the cab, or you can use your control panel. To use that you must make sure your motorhome is actually turned off to operate the grey waste. With your Mercedes key, if at any point the motorhome won't start, it is keyless, you do place your key down here. It's almost like an emergency button down at the bottom where you'll plug that in. Right, let me stand up. So standing up, we'll start with the cream leather. So as I say, this is new for 2025. Coachman embossed here and the logo, and the cream leather now continues into the habitation area, because before that was a fabric, and now I think this is much better. Really, really nice. Above me there is a nice big sunroof. It does open, sorry, and it does have a blind and a fly screen as well, so in summer if it's a bit warm you can close that down. There's also some storage lockers up at the front here, we can see on each side, and you will get a nice LED light on each side as well here. Coming round, there's some little cargo net compartments here as well. So this is the cab area, and as I say, you do get blinds all the way around for privacy. Now, with it being a semi-integrated, we're going to be stepping down here. So if I step down, we're now into our lounge part. What I really like about Travelmaster is because it's so wide, you've got all this space. Now this is ideal as well if you do have pets. There's plenty of space on the floor for pets, and equally if you're a family, there's lots of room for everyone. So your relaxation area, you will get the 2 bench seats. You also get, which is quite a nice feature, this circular table. There's also a large table, but I'll come to that. So you have this nice circular table. So if you've got this chair swiveled round as well, you can sit here and put your drinks here without having to get the big table out. It saves space. So this is very nice. Now, in terms of our cupboard space, we have this matte white or just off-white wood storage here in the lockers, and under the lockers we're also going to get more LED lighting, and they've also got the USB-C charger there. There's a window on the near side and the off side, again with blinds and the nice nets. In this cupboard, if I open this up again, you can see further storage and the lights again with the USB as well. Now above me is also a bed. Despite the fact there's a drop-down bed, there's a good amount of headroom here, and the roof is also padded. This is for insulation, and it's also for soundproofing, and this is quite a unique feature on the Coachman Travelmaster range. Really nice there. There's a light here as well. I haven't turned all the lights on because unfortunately they do lead to some flickering on the camera. To operate this bed, It's here on the control panel. It's this button here, this electric button. You press this and this is going to operate the drop down. When the bed comes down, it's 223 centimetres long, 138 centimetres wide. So this is a good size double bed, ideal for adults as well, at over 2 metres in length. If you want to use your travel seats, there's some seat belts here. This, you pull this out and this is actually going to slide out, and then you'll use this cushion here. So you're going to have forward facing travel seats if you've got more than just the 2 passengers up there. So that is our lounge space. And as I said, outside, we've got the Alde underfloor heating as well as the wet central heating. So that heating is going to run all the way through this floor space here. Right, let's move into the kitchen. This is nice. So the kitchen here on the off side, we've got the white, just off white worktop with the gloss finish, and that complements the gloss cabinetry here. Starting up here with the LED lights, and then we move down into our cupboards. Now they have got the matte black handle. To open these on the Coachman range, it's a push. So you push these and then open up your cupboard space. And you can see here a really good bank of cupboard space. And because the motorhome is a long motorhome, we're going to get lots in it. For the money, it's a lot of motorhome. Close those up, come down, splashback. Then we have the opening window. There is a blind and a fly screen. And then under here, we've got 2 plug sockets and then a light and extractor fan. There's also a couple of little hooks here, so you can hang maybe your oven gloves on there. Obviously, don't hang them over your gas burner or you'll have a motorhome fire. So just be careful with that. Then there's the beautiful matte black tap. Good size sink, it does have a cover. And then if we open this, this is the Dometic 2 gas burner hob. There's no electric plate. Again, that's fairly standard on a lot of motorhomes, particularly like the Travel Master, that's actually manufactured in Sweden by Carber. Now moving down, we have all our drawers. Now this is our cutlery tray. This is the sink cover that I mentioned there. So we have our cutlery tray, and then these drawers with the soft close. In here, this is your bin compartment. For me personally, in our Sportivo, I've just used that as one big bin and taken that centre part out. You can as well use this locking mechanism here. When you set off on your travels, you want it in this position, it's going to lock the drawers and that will unlock them. And the same as we move across, we need these down to open them. So if we pull this open, we've got another good sized drawer here. And then in here, if I slide this out, this is ideal for tins and things like that. So nice amount of storage in the Travel Master kitchen. Coming down, we have the Thetford oven. It doesn't have the grill, it's just an oven. I've used ours in the Travel Master Sportivo, and that oven is so warm, it is unbelievable. It gets really hot. It's an excellent motorhome oven compared to previous experiences where they've never got that hot. Really good. And then we have another drawer here down at the bottom. So a good, well-equipped kitchen here. I'm going to dive over. As I do, we'll see another light as I go over. We'll do this and then we'll come to the control panel. What you are going to get is a microwave. Now again, a bonus on a motorhome because they don't all have them, particularly European ones, but we've got our Dometic microwave. And here we have the Thetford Tower Fridge and Freezer. Fantastic capacity, huge freezer compartment, and then all that there as well. I really like the Thetford Tower Fridge and Freezer. You won't be disappointed with that. When you're on electric hookup, you'll run that off the electric. Off-grid, it's going to run on gas. Okay, so that is an absorption fridge freezer. And then down here, we have storage under there, so you could put shoes and bits and pieces in there. And then I mentioned before about an additional table. So here it is in this little compartment. There is a full-size freestanding table to put into the lounge when you want to use it as a dining room. I like that it's nicely tucked away there. I think that's a good place to put it. And that's the bonus of this bigger motorhome. Coming round, so The television in the Travel Master for 2025, it's no longer coming out of a cupboard. We've got the television here, and that's going to be the case for the Sportivo as well. So we've got our TV point here. In here, there's actually a wireless charger for your mobile phone and as well. If you're small like me, you'd never find it, but Jules spotted it, so it's actually up there. Then the control panel. This is an excellent control panel. You control literally all the functions of the motorhome off here, including your heating, the electric bed. There's various things you can do with this. I will not go into it all, or I would be here all day. It's a very clever panel and it is easy to use, talking from my own experience. Right, let me move back. Now next we're going to come to the sort of third quarter here, and the last quarter's the bedroom. On the 565, the longitudinal bed, this is exactly the same as the 545 in terms of what we've seen so far. So if you're looking at either model, you're not going to find differences until you get back here. So we're pretty much the same. This door for privacy will open and close on here. So we've got that. And then coming through, the wood floor continues and we find a really good sized shower cubicle. Now on here, if I remove this to open it, this acts as both something just to hold the door shut, and also you can use it as a squeegee in your shower to dry off the water when you've been in there. Now the shower, I'll just dive in, I'll let you come past and then you can join me in here. So it is a square shower cubicle. Let's open that again. I like that this is frosted as well, that's good. In here we've got the continuation of the black, the shower head, the ventilation, lighting, somewhere to put our shower gels. There is some intrusion there from the footwell, but the actual space itself is not bad for an onboard shower. And I think there's a reasonable amount of headroom in there as well. So if anything, the only compromise is you are losing some of your shower space for the intrusion there. Right, I shall close that back up. Moving on, we have storage here at the side of the shower. So if I open this, you can see it is illuminated. This is where the aerial is going to come in. You've got a number of shelves there. And what you'll also find there as well is the Alde control panel. Now, the Alde is actually operated off the main screen, but if anything happens to the front screen, you can come back here and revert to that if that happens. So you have got that control there. So that is your first sort of storage bank. You've also then here on the off side got another storage area, and this is where the Alde header tank will be. You can see the pink fluid, and you've got wardrobe space there in that top part. What I'll do is I'll show you the washroom last. We'll do the bedroom next, and then I'll show you the washroom. Now as we come back, there's the sunroof here. This does open for ventilation, blind and fly screen, and you're also going to get a Dometic air conditioning unit, and that is included again in the price of the motorhome, 127,000. So Dometic aircon. Now coming back, this is the longitudinal or single bed model on the 565. In terms of size, these are both 196 centimetres long and 82 centimetres wide. Really good sized beds, and as you can see, this one we've propped up and this one we've left flat. There is a button to electrically operate these beds, so you can sit yourself up in bed, which I think is quite a nice feature. It's not a ratchet, press a button, it's going to do it for you. Before I venture further back, what I'll point out is the mattresses on Travel Master. These are the mattresses you're going to get. This is on spring and this is on memory foam. These are the most unbelievably comfy mattresses I personally have ever slept on. These are absolutely fantastic, so you will definitely get a good night's sleep on these. Underneath we have storage, so you can see under there storage under this bed, and it is quite a good amount to be fair. You'll also find here light switches. The light switches on the Travel Master range take a little bit of wizardry to work out, but once you've sussed out this dark art, you'll be laughing. And the lighting again is beautiful. All the way around the outside of the edges, you have a mood lighting as well, which you can use on a later night for really soft lighting. I can't show you it because one, it's not dark, and two, it flickers on the camera, but really nice mood lighting. And then here we've got additional underbed storage. Great for putting all your clothes and your bits and pieces under there. close that up. Now I'll just venture up. So with these beds, as we can see, this one's ratcheted up, or electrically up, that one's flat. We've got a nice amount of space here between, so you don't have to go near your partner. If you're not bothered about that, you're best with this model. If you like to be together, get the island bed. At the back here, again, we've got further light switches, USB chargers and a plug socket. There's also speakers underneath the bed for the premium sound system. And then there's 3 lockers across the back, so you can put more items in there. This, which I'll just rip off the wall, this is like a little storage compartment. It does come off, okay? So you can move these about. So if you wanted to actually put it on there, you could put it there. We'll just put that back there, hopefully straight, because otherwise that'll affect your mojo if it's not straight. Now, as well as these cupboards, we also back here have a further sunroof, and that's just here. And again, this does open and it has a blind and a fly screen. While I'm back here, I'm just going to show you this wall, because this is a good place to show you it. What's interesting is this wall is carpeted. Now, when they manufacture the Travel Masters in Sweden, what they do is they start, the exterior is aluminium, then there's the insulation, which is about this thick, because I've seen it. Then they put another layer of aluminium, and then they put this carpet on it. And what this does, this is part of the insulation, the soundproofing, and it also, all this helps to reduce the condensation, and there's excellent ventilation within the motorhome. As I say, these are actually designed for the Swedish climate. They're designed for extreme cold and extreme heat, and they perform really well in those environments. They've been building them for a long time and they know what they're doing. I'll actually show you if I can find a cupboard. If we go into the kitchen, it might be that I can find in here. Yeah, so here, this is a really good way of showing you. You'll see even the carpet in the back of the cupboard here. And because, as I say, the carpet is attached to the entire wall. So this insulation and carpeting is throughout the entire motorhome. So there we go. Well, let's dive into the washroom next. Now, in here, there's some more wizardry. Right. Now, what we've got in the washroom, the door closes and you'll see this bar. You won't see this, I've never seen it on any other motorhome. This bar stops the door from warping. So in various temperatures and climates, you won't get any warping on the wooden door. So that's what that bar's for. Nice black handle. And then into the washroom. So there's a rail for our towels. We've got hooks for towels. And then we've got this. Now, this is a bit of a mixture of toilet roll holder and towel holder. It's a curved, I've never seen a curved toilet roll holder before, but it does work. I've tried it myself. So you've got that. And then we have got our Thetford toilet as well, the swivel toilet. Coming in, the white wall, complemented by this wood, the lights, the sunroof, and then the mirror. So there's a mirror here, and then there's a mirrored cabinet. With the Coachman range, you'll find there's this like little extra plastic part on the mirrors. No fingerprints on mirrors. Push that and open it up. Storage here and bars. So when we're in transit and we stop, things aren't going to fall out on top of us. Black tap, circular sink. It's only a small sink. There's always a compromise. And for me, the compromise is this size of this sink here. But that's the only compromise I particularly have found. Space on here. And then with these, it's a push. So we push them in and then we pull them out. And we've got further storage under the sink. Close that up. Yeah, nice little washroom. And there is space to close the door when you're using the loo as well. Right, let me close that. So that is our 565 longitudinal bed model. Good size single beds that are electrically operated. Then we have our washroom that we saw, the shower cubicle. Again, I think the compromise there, maybe with a little bit of intrusion. But then we come to this. I mean, you're not going to spend your holiday in the shower and toilet. That's not really what you should be doing. You should be enjoying either outside or asleep or in here. And this is where it really does deliver. Great size in the kitchen. All this open floor space does not feel claustrophobic at all. Then you've got your drop down bed if you have got people travelling with you. The lounge area. And I do like the cream leather. I think this has taken it up another level, because at this price point, I personally want to see leather as opposed to the fabric. Right, let's dive back outside for a quick summary. Not that we've got a great deal of room out there, but come on, let's go back outside. And there we have it, the Coachman Travel Master 565, the new 2025 upholstery. I must say, I do like it. That is a lot of motorhome based on Mercedes for the money. You won't find much more that's got the equipment on to compete at that price. So if you're looking for a bigger motorhome, it's worth putting on your list. If you're looking for a Travel Master but a smaller one, you may well want to look at the Sportivo, which is just under 7.5 meters long and comes at 3.5 tons, whereas this one 4.5 tons. So there's a few options. As always, I'm going to put some links in the description to Coachman and also to Kimberley Caravans and Motorhomes, so you can check out all the models they've got available. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.